In this video, we're going to do a little die-cast haul with 4 new models I recently received. They're from really different brands: Masdi, MiniGT, 7cm, Mortal. I picked these all up from AliExpress, where I was able to get a pretty good deal on them. And they're really cool cars here, different castings. Classic JDM IS300. The 70s rally car with the Lancia Stratos. The very cool BMW 1M, which was a high-performance model only made for 1 year. And then the 3rd generation BMW 5 Series and this beautiful sedan Alpina variation. These are from the brand Masdi for the IS300, MiniGT for the Lancia. It's from Mortal with the station wagon E34. And then the 1M here is from 7cm. I'll jump into the specs, starting with the Masdi. So a very affordable brand. They're a great brand on AliExpress, so very cheap, only $15. Metal body, metal base, rolling rubber tires, brake rotors, very nicely detailed interior. And this one's a really cool electroplated red. So really bright chrome that really shows off the casting. Feels a lot more expensive than the $15 price would suggest. And I got this for around $3, so very cheap because it had a nice little coin discount. It comes in a basic cardboard box with a plastic holder on here. So nothing fancy. Just this little plastic blister on the interior. The other really cheap car I picked up was the MiniGT Lancia Stratos. This also comes in a basic cardboard box, and this is number 771. Metal body, metal base, usually retails for around $12.69. This is an older variation. They've made tons of colors of these, so you can find this in rally colors or the more street version here. And with this yellow, it's probably the least attractive version, as it's very bright with the gold rims. But again, very cheap, so couldn't say no. I don't normally buy MiniGT from AliExpress. It's actually more expensive than buying it off RC Mart or other brands. But otherwise, a cool car. You can see it rolls really well. And again, very compact, but well built. Next, we have the BMW 1M from the brand 7cm. It's a very weird name, but this car is actually right around 7cm at 1/64 scale. Retails for around $23. Beautiful metallic color, plastic base, metal body, very nicely detailed interior, beautiful headlights, taillights, separate pieces for the exhaust, and overall it's a very cool model. And the car itself was a highly collectible enthusiast model with a manual transmission and turbocharged engine. It was one of the first M cars with that. Packaging wise, it came in a cardboard box, generic sleeve with just basic branding, definitely not licensed. And you can see you get a nice acrylic display with a little plaque on there showing the limited edition version that this color has. And then finally we have the other cool BMW here. This is a 3rd generation 5 Series. This is actually an Alpina. So a very cool car. It retails for about $26. Metal body, metal base, rolling rubber tires, rotors, 2-tone interior. And the coolest thing of all is the opening hood with a very detailed engine. So a very impressive model for the price and gives you a lot of value. It is a roller as well, but doesn't roll that great. But very detailed compared to other models on the market. It comes in this nice case. It's available in a few colors: silver, black, and then this metallic green that I have here. And a very, again, generic packaging, definitely not licensed, as it doesn't really have much branding of the BMW, but it does say BMW. Most of them avoid that entirely. But otherwise very simple, and again, limited edition with a little plaque here showing the numbered version that we have. Here's a closer look at the Lexus IS300. This is the 1st generation IS300, and this really is the 4-door Supra. It has a 2JZ engine, manual transmission available, and very clean styling with a more affordable price when it was first introduced. This one is also electroplated red, which is very cool, so beautiful casting, and you really can't hide any flaws, especially when you go with this high gloss color. Feels a lot more expensive than it is. That's the best thing about Masdi. Definitely a brand I'd recommend. If we take a closer look, you can see really beautifully detailed, nice headlights with the individual bulb, Lexus logo, license plate. You have the fog lights, the chrome side detailing. You have the door handles, a nice mirror with the reflective sticker, and the Altezza clear headlights with the red bulbs on the inside. And you can see separate piece for the exhaust, metal base. It rolls pretty well. And a very nice interior with the clear glass. You can see a nice clear sunroof. It's a right-hand drive model, all black. You don't really have that much color detailing in there, but it looks very nice. And you can see even the brake light here has the additional coloring on the inside. So a very cool model. And again, it's not something you really see at this scale very often, but it is a popular car with the tuners. I wish the rims weren't black, but you can see there is the brake detail behind them, and it is pretty accurate with nice tread on here. Now, if you're wondering, is this Spectra Flame like the Hot Wheels RLC? Not quite. So this is a Spectra Flame red here on the right with the Cobra. And you can see the Spectra Flame is a little bit lighter. So with Spectra Flame, it's a polished base and then a transparent paint on there. And with the electroplating, you can see it's more of a chrome effect. So it's quite a bit brighter on the Masdi, but a similar effect. You can really see the casting and all the curves. It's just a lot brighter with this electroplated version versus the true Spectra Flame, which is a little bit more subtle. But it's definitely cool for $15. Even if you pay full retail, you can't really beat that with any Hot Wheels model. Here you can see the Lancia Stratos on the turntable. It's a really cool car, so it's a really purpose-built rally car, but to qualify for the rally cars, they actually had to build a certain number of production versions, which is why this one doesn't have any rally details, just a normal color. It is a cool wedge design, very small, and again, really purpose-built for racing. This one, again, is a less desirable color, so it's a yellow with the gold rims, but nicely detailed wheels, rolls really well. You have the open headlights with the actual lens detailing for the fog lights, headlights, and taillights, and a very smooth roller with nice weight to it with the full metal construction. If we take a closer look, you can see the acrylic headlights in here, nicely detailed. You have the really nice wheels, roll really well. You don't have any brake detailing, but with this style wheel, you wouldn't see it anyways. The separate piece for the hoop going around the back, and then the louvers on the rear window. It's a very tiny car though. You can see, compared to any of the other models, it looks more like a little RC car than a real car. So really small scale to it, but really nicely detailed taillights, separate exhaust, full metal body. You can't quite open it because I think the screw is actually hidden under the other exhaust. So if you want to customize this, you might have to pull the exhaust off and maybe re-glue it. If we compare this to some other variations, I actually have the more rally version. And I actually prefer the rally version more. This one looks a little bit boring. But with the rally version, you get the headlights, and you can see very cool light bar on there. Similar gold colored wheels. And with the rally version, you get just a lot more decals. And I think it's a more interesting car. The only thing I really don't like about these Lancias is they're just so tiny. It just looks very weird displayed against other cars. So I think in real life, they're also pretty small, but it just doesn't display all that well. And I would definitely recommend going with the rally livery versus the kind of stock one, as it's a little bit more boring. Here you can see a closer look of the BMW 1M. It's a beautiful car, especially in the metallic green. Apparently it's a one-of-one car, so it's a Java green color that was only offered to one buyer. Otherwise, this car is only available in white, black, and orange. It is a very cool car, again, introduced for only 1 year, I believe 2004. This was based on the 1 Series, had a turbocharged M engine, and it's not a M1, but a 1M. And it's a nice, compact, lightweight car with a manual transmission that was an instant collector car the moment it was actually introduced. If you look closer at the details, really nice headlights. You can see all those individual bulbs, the turn signal, separate pieces for the vents. You have the really nice kidney grills, BMW emblem on the hood. And again, with this metallic paint, you really can't hide any flaws, and it looks really nice with almost a little bit of a gold flake on the inside. The sides also look good. You can see the little BMW badging. Really nice wheels. So you have nice air gaps between all the spokes. Brake rotors behind them. A smooth roller, but it doesn't roll all that well with the back. It kind of gets caught up, so you do have to apply a little bit of pressure. It has a plastic base, which is unfortunate, but you have the full silver detailing of the exhaust and the quad exhaust coming out the back. And again, beautiful taillights, third brake light, the badges on here for the 1M, and you even have the defroster lines and the little radio antenna on the hood. The interior is also pretty nice. It's all black, but nicely detailed. And you can also see it's just a really nice car overall, nice and compact, and really nice performance enthusiast car from BMW compared to the more common or newer cars that are bigger and heavier. Here you can see the car and the turntable, and it's a very unusual model for the Chinese company to make. Alpina was not that popular. I believe there's only about 500 of these. I believe this is the 3.5 version. They made a turbo variation that had tons of torque, and then V8 variations. This is the third generation of the BMW 5 Series, so not the best looking, but very nice timeless design. You can see the dual headlights in front, small kidney grille, really nice lens headlight detailing, and even the interior is two-tone. And you have the Alpina gold graphics on the side, and the beautiful Alpina wheels on here as well. If you take a closer look, you can see beautiful headlights, and this is really a classic BMW style. Nice small kidney grills, BMW logo on top, which is actually pretty legible. Beautiful Alpina wheels, that gold graphic running side marker. You have the mirrors with the reflectors on them. Nice detailing on the door handles, which are black and not body colored, and they might even be separate pieces. Even the rear has nice details. You can see it actually says the Alpina 4.0, B10 4.0, but I believe this is really the 3.5. 4.0 would have been a V8, and that doesn't really look like a V8 on the inside. Separate exhaust piece, a metal base, and you can see brake rotors behind it with those little silver nubs, but they're almost impossible to see. Interior on here is beautiful too. You can see white and black, so two-tone color. You don't have like gauges, but nicely detailed, and you can see even the cargo cover there has a little wavy effect. The coolest feature of this car though, of course, is the opening hood. So it's a nice metallic paint, and when it opens forward, you can see the front hinge and very nicely detailed engine. You can see there's actually this air intake that goes up and over the headers. And again, I believe this is the inline 6 version. You have color detailing with the washer tanks, fuse boxes, and again, very impressive. So a very detailed engine. The opening piece also works well. You just have to push down a little bit to close it. You end up with a very small gap here, so not quite flush, but you can see on the top they're nice and tight and very easy to open and close. And it's a cool model overall to see. It's something you wouldn't really see in real life as they're so limited, but nonetheless, it's cool to see a station wagon of this era. We also have a couple other mortal models. We have their Mercedes-Benz here. This is the E-Series, also from the 80s. This is the lowered version, so it doesn't really roll very well as the wheels get stuck. But you can see also metallic paint. It's a little bit finer. This one's a thicker flake on there, while this one's super fine. And this one has the BBS style wheels, but the Mortal brand makes some very cool cars. A lot of the German station wagons, and you can see they look cool next to each other. So if you're a fan of 80s or 90s cars, I think they've really captured the essence of the cars. This one does not have the opening part, but still looks cool. And this one came with the rack on here, a little plastic piece with 2 bikes. And if you're another station wagon fan, here's a King model Mercedes E63 AMG. So it's definitely cool to see all these wagons together. This is a newer car, but it's nice to collect these eras of these high performance station wagons from BMW and Mercedes. So overall, I think they're really cool models, and you can see all next to each other. They're well scaled. I believe they're all 1/64 with the Stratos just being a very small car. And it's very nice to see the value here. Again, the most expensive car here is the $26 BMW Wagon, and that has the opening hood with a beautiful engine, $23 1M, and then the $15 Masdi, which is again one of the best brands on the market. And then the classic MiniGT, which I don't really recommend buying from AliExpress unless you can get it for a deal, as it's cheaper elsewhere. But very cool set of cars, nice metal bodies, highly detailed, and really cool castings. IS300 has always been a cool car, and you can't go wrong with BMWs or classic WRC rally cars like the Lancia.